what's different about working with a functional nutritionist? I'm so glad that you asked. No, nutrition is not the same person to person. We can't just plug and play and put you into a dietary theory, although I think that's how some people like to work. That's not how we do in functional nutrition. And so in today's video, I'm going to give you a sneak peek behind the curtains of what I do in between our sessions when I have a new client after we have an initial conversation and I ask them very specific, in-depth questions that usually they say, nobody's ever asked me that before. And the population of people that I'm working with are people who have been sick and struggling for quite some time, years, often decades, and nobody has asked these questions. So after we have this in-depth conversation, I then get to work behind the scenes. So I'm going to give you a sneak preview of what that looks like without revealing any confidentiality, of course, because what happens between us stays between us. But just so that you understand how working with a functional nutritionist like me is going to be different. Let's take a look. Hey there, I'm Allie. Welcome to this growing community of people who are ready to get rid of chronic pain, escape from mystery symptoms, and live their lives free of pain, lots of energy, and I help them to do so in ways that are easy, fun, and sustainable. So let's get into that sneak peek.
Hey friends, can I let you in on a little secret? You know that I work with chronic illness, the chronic illness community, and specialize in chronic illness relief. And so a lot of my clients have a lot of symptoms that they are trying to resolve. And it looks like a big old mess. And it's all complicated, and usually it's years of not getting results, not getting answers, and just confusion and more pain and more distress and more financial investment. And it's just crazy making. And so what I love is the functional approach that I take as a functional nutritionist, because you can come in with all of the symptoms that are just so overwhelming. And what I do, here's the secret. I build a functional matrix, a functional nutrition matrix, and all is revealed. And from this matrix, we are able to see everything, and the answers are revealed. The next course of action is revealed, and I have to sit with it. Sometimes it pops out immediately, but sometimes I like to take a day or two to just really absorb everything that we talk about and then everything that's on the map, because what we're going to do is clear the muddy waters so that we can figure out what the root cause is. And the matrix helps to organize everything in ways that it's like a constellation where you're like, oh, all the stars separately are stars, but then you can sort of piece it together like a puzzle, and it's just fantastic. I wonder if I can show you one that I was just working on for like a second so you can see without revealing any confidentiality. Okay, so I can't figure out how to reverse it and bring it back. I know people know how to do that. I'm obviously not that savvy, but I am savvy at my work, at what I do, which is solving problems, is helping you find chronic illness relief. So there is no more room in any of the boxes of my matrix. There is no more room to write anything. It is completely full with all of the symptoms, with all of the pain, with all of the surgeries, with all of the traumas, with all of the interventions that we're trying to help along the way, yet she's still suffering. And when you lay it all out, then suddenly, answers are revealed. Her next course of action has been revealed, and I'm so excited to share her plan. Have you experienced this? Have you ever worked with a functional nutritionist who's going to do a matrix and lay it all out with you, not for you, with you?
So when I start working with a client, I have them fill out a very thorough intake. And then from there, I'm going to create a health history timeline. I'm going to create the matrix that you just saw, and I'm going to create an action plan. And it is not cookie cutter. It is not the same for every single person because everything gets revealed in the matrix. All of the missing pieces. The clients and I both go, oh, that's what's been missing. How come nobody addressed this area, this area? We're looking at everything that feeds you, everything that you put in, on, and around your body. We are not segmenting the body as conventional medicine will do into their various specialties because they're more working in acute medicine. I'm working with the chronically ill population. And so we're going to look at your gastrointestinal status. We're going to look at your immune and inflammatory balance. They are connected. We're going to look at your detoxification, also connected. We're going to look at if there's any structural issues. We're going to look at environmental inputs. We're going to look at oxidative stress. We're going to look at your hormones and neurotransmitters. And we're going to look at your mind and spirit and how are you feeling, because this has just as much to do with what's going on here. And oftentimes, I think that that's overlooked if we're just looking at, I want to go see a nutritionist because I feel like I need to dial in my diet. Just give me a meal plan and tell me what to do. I hope you can see how working with a functional nutritionist like me is different, and you're going to have more ahas. We're going to unravel all the layers of that onion, get to the core of what is going on so that we can tend to all of the roots and help your branches to flourish instead of have leaves dying on the vine. I hope that that makes sense to you and is valuable to you. And if so, I invite you to get my chronic illness recovery guide, take those assessments, take those steps, and then reach out and schedule a one-on-one where we can do a chronic illness case review. We'll dive into what is going on for you, with you, and help you to create a plan, get those ahas, and create a plan that is going to work for you when nothing else has worked in the past, because they maybe didn't unturn some of those stones. We uncover them all. And we're looking at things that happened before you were born. We're looking at your genes. We're looking at trauma. We're looking at anything that has impacted your health, even if it was a long time ago. That could still have repercussions that because it was a long time ago, or because you had a body part removed and you don't think that it is consequential at this time because it's gone. Oh, no. It's all connected. Everything matters and you are unique. And so using these tools help us to identify what is unique about you and then what it is that's missing that is keeping you stuck and preventing your body from functioning optimally, because that is our goal in our work together. And this is why I love to use these tools and take this deep dive with you. If you haven't experienced that aha, I invite you to get the guide, schedule that call, and let's dive in. Looking forward to it. Bye for now.